What if I told you that a team won the Champions League by pure luck, with a squad considered outdated, a coach being sacked mid-season, and defeats that seemed impossible to overcome? This team, who had never won an European title, went on a campaign that to this day is the luckiest Europe has ever seen, reaching a point where they were just one penalty away by Messi from being eliminated.
Cech.
So it was the beginning of the 2011-12 season, when Chelsea had just hired a new promising manager. But even though they finished top of their group, it was in the round of 16 when things started to get really complicated. In the round of 16, February 2012, they were set to face Napoli, a team that shouldn't be difficult. After all, they were in 7th place in the Italian league. So Chelsea even started off with a goal. But then...
Lavetti! It's 1-1. It's a difficult ball. Cavani's going in! Napoli have found their touch with David Luiz. Chelsea in trouble here, big trouble. Lavetti makes it 3-1.
3-1, a massive defeat that seemed impossible to overturn. Chelsea had literally never made a comeback like that in the Champions League. At the same time, in the Premier League, Chelsea had also lost to weaker teams like West Brom and Everton. So with bad results, the manager was fired. But instead of hiring a better replacement, the one who took over was literally his assistant. If the coach himself didn't do a great job, how could his assistant be any better? Well, that's exactly what every Chelsea fan was asking. Even so, they had to find a way to defeat Napoli by at least 2 goals. So the interim manager came up with a plan: attack with crosses. A strategy that started to work.
Ramirez, how's the cross? Oh, it's brilliant towards Drogba! Go on! First blood to Chelsea. Hot corner! It's in there!
The Arrogate was tight, but just as the fans were still celebrating,
that's a really good ball in as well. Dropping for inlet! It's in! Napoli have their away goal.
Napoli got their goal. Once again, Chelsea was on the brink of elimination, but suddenly a Napoli player touched the ball with his hand. This gave Lampard the chance to tie the Arrogate again, which it did. So after 4 goals for both sides, the match went to extra time. But that's when an unexpected hero emerged.
And he's got the ball through to Drogba.
Go!
In front of
Yes! Get in there!
Goal for Chelsea. After that, Napoli couldn't recover it. So after losing 3-1 in the first leg, Chelsea made a historic comeback to win 4-3. But if that challenge was tough, it was nothing compared to what was coming next. They were now in the quarterfinals, facing Benfica. Chelsea got lucky. They could have been drawn against much stronger teams, but instead faced Benfica, that didn't even win their own league title. This time, Chelsea managed to win both matches, securing a spot in the semi-finals. For them, making it into the top 4 was already a massive achievement. But making it to the final, that was impossible, cause their next opponent was literally the best team in the entire world. The defending Champions League winners Barcelona. Iniesta, Xavi, Busquets, Puyol, and none other than Lionel Messi. The reigning 3-time Ballon d'Or winner managed by Pep Guardiola. The odds for Chelsea being eliminated, according to betting houses, were over 80%. So in the first leg, Barcelona came at full force.
Always look to thread it like that. Alexis Sanchez is onside here. Against the crossbar. Clipped in towards Messi with the header. Fabregas! Ashley Cole to the rescue.
Barcelona was absolutely dominating it. It was clear Chelsea wouldn't be able to hold the score for long. But out of a sudden...
First touch. Drogba's at the far post. It's reached Drogba! And Chelsea lead! Chelsea standard bearer. Slides them in front.
Chelsea took the lead, but it didn't look like it was gonna last. Barcelona kept pushing forward.
By Terry, hit by Pedro, hits the post!
Somehow, Chelsea managed to hold the lead. But it was a victory so narrow that everyone knew Barcelona would turn it around. Now everything was gonna be decided at the Camp Nou.
Last week at Stamford Bridge, Barcelona hit the bar, they hit the post, they had a shot cleared off the line, they had 24 attempts to Chelsea's 5.
90,000 Barcelona fans were ready to see them qualify for their second final in a row, while Chelsea had lots of players having almost their last chance in the tournament. The captain, John Terry, was already 32, Lampard was 34, and Drogba 34 as well. All these players have never won the title, going for their last shot. But if Chelsea wanted to qualify, they couldn't concede a single goal. Somehow they'd have to hold Barcelona's lethal attack. But in just 30 minutes, that plan completely fell apart.
Alves onto the loose ball. Danger here for Chelsea. It's Busquets who turns it in. It's the goal that Chelsea dreaded.
The current champions tied the aggregate. Chelsea now couldn't just defend anymore, and the mounting pressure led their captain, John Terry, to lose his composure.
Oh, it's a red card. The centre of Chelsea's defence has been wrecked here.
He hit Sanchez from the back, the referee saw it, and he was sent off. Chelsea lost their captain and their main defender. But just when it seemed things couldn't get worse,
Messi, Iniesta to his left, and he slips it through beautifully. Chelsea's hopes are crumbling here before the interval.
Well, this is going to be painful for Chelsea.
Barcelona made it 2-0. With just 20% ball possession and one last player, Chelsea just didn't stand a chance. It looked like a humiliation was on the horizon. Just as the commentator said, this is going to be painful. Barcelona was expected to make it 3 or more goals, but suddenly...
Lampard's done well on this rare attack, and it's a lovely ball as well. A chance here. It's a goal. Ramirez arrives from nowhere to give Chelsea hope again.
Ramirez scored the most unexpected goal of all time. It came out of nowhere. On top of that, there was the away goals rule. So with the aggregate tied, Chelsea had the advantage. But as soon as the second half began, Chelsea's celebration turned into tension.
Involved everywhere, and the referee has pointed to the spot. Didier Drogba has conceded a penalty, and Chelsea have made the worst possible start to the second half.
Chelsea decided to completely park the bus to avoid conceding, but it backfired. Drogba gave away a penalty, the worst scenario possible. With one player down, conceding another goal would seal their elimination. And who stepped up to take the penalty? Lionel Messi, the reigning 3-time Ballon d'Or winner, who had already scored 63 goals that season. Yeah, 63. So he went for it.
And it's Lionel Messi who lines the ball up on the spot against the massive figure of Cech. A crucial moment. And Messi has missed it. He still hasn't found the net against Chelsea. Incredible.
Messi missed it. By sheer luck, Chelsea still had the advantage. With one less player, Chelsea stuck to their same tactic: defend at all costs. Meanwhile, Barcelona kept hammering them. A disallowed goal for offside, Messi hitting the post, and countless other attempts with 86 ball possession. Even Puyol, the defender, pushed forward to the attack. But in their desperation to score, Barcelona left their defense exposed, so all it took was a ball to fall at the feet of Fernando Torres.
Sixth story of the season, it's Torres to give Chelsea a place in the Champions League final. The headline has been written.
Unbelievable!
By 3-2 in aggregate, Chelsea eliminated Barcelona with Pep Guardiola and Messi, advancing to the Champions League final. But everything they've suffered against Barcelona would be doubled down in the final, again being one penalty away from elimination. So for context, the Champions League final venue is always decided before the season even starts, and this time Chelsea was set to fight for the title at the Allianz Arena in Munich. But guess which team they'd face in the grand final? Bayern Munich, the home team. This was Chelsea's second time reaching the final. In the first one, they lost on penalties to Man United. But now this was gonna be an even greater challenge. Everyone saw Bayern as the clear favorite, with a much stronger squad featuring Robben, Ribéry, Müller and Toni Kroos. On the other hand, Chelsea didn't even have their captain, who had been sent off in the last match. And just like that, the final began.
Chelsea against FC Bayern München in the 2012 UEFA Champions League final.
It was the last time for players like Drogba and Lampard to get their first Champions League title, but the chances for Chelsea were very low, less than 20%. So Bayern went all in.
Robben. It's gone through for Ian Robben, the shot's on!
Bayern was making several shots, but they were just studying Chelsea. The real pressure would come in the second half.
Cahill across. It's Robben! Gomez. Robben!
Chelsea's strategy was just to defend, and it seemed to be working. but that was only until the 82nd minute, when Toni Kroos made a perfect cross. With less than 10 minutes remaining, Bayern scored the opener, a goal that was confirming Bayern's title in their own stadium. Every Bayern fan started to celebrate, even Müller when he was subbed off. The UEFA official was ready to write Bayern's name on the trophy, just waiting for the final whistle. With that, Chelsea tried to come out from the defense, so much so that in the 88th minute, the recently subbed in Fernando Torres attempted a play and won a corner kick. Finally, this was literally the first corner Chelsea had in the entire game. Yeah, the first. Chelsea fans had little hope at this point. So
They've pulled the rabbit out of the hat again! Can you believe it?
on its only corner of the game, Chelsea equalized. Just minutes away from the final whistle, the 34-year-old Drogba became a legend. So the match went to extra time. But if Drogba had become a hero, he would soon be turned into a villain.
Ribery, and Drogba has given away a penalty. Yellow carded for it. And suddenly from hero to zero.
Once again, he committed a penalty. Please get this guy out of the box. For the second consecutive match, Chelsea faced a penalty that could destroy everything they had built so far. And the one to take it was Robben. Just in that season, Robben has scored 7 out of the 8 penalties he took, an accuracy of 87.5%. Now he was just one kick away from conquering Europe.
And Cech saves! Chelsea delirium behind that goal. The ex-Chelsea man can't convert, and yet again in Chelsea's Champions League run, they defy all odds.
Once again, Chelsea was saved by pure luck. Robben hit it poorly and Cech saved it, keeping the score tied. Then after having the chance to win the game twice, Bayern didn't have the strength to do much more. After 120 minutes, the match went to penalties. The entire journey would be decided in the penalty shootout, and the first to take it was Philipp Lahm.
First penalty in the shootout, Lahm just makes it.
Now it was Chelsea's turn, that exactly 4 years earlier had lost the final on penalties. Now the one to take it was Juan Mata, the guy who took that corner.
Here goes Mata, and Neuer performs his party piece.
Chelsea missed it. The nightmares of 2008 were coming back. Now Peter Cech had to save, but Mario Gomez also scored. After that, Chelsea finally scored with David Luiz, Neuer made it for Bayern, and Lampard got his penalty as well. Bayern just had to score 2 more to be crowned Champions League winners. The pressure on Peter Cech was gigantic. So then it came Olic.
And Cech saves! And Chelsea yet again are still alive!
Cech saved it. Chelsea still had a chance, but it wouldn't mean anything if Ashley Cole didn't score the next one.
And he does it!
Now the pressure was on Bayern, who were going for their last of the 5 shots. Schweinsteiger had the pressure on his shoulders, but he was experienced, having scored 8 of the 9 penalties of his career.
It's resting on him here. It's hit the post! And Chelsea are 1 penalty away, but that's what they were in Moscow.
Now the Champions League title was gonna be decided by 1 penalty kick, and the last taker couldn't be anyone else. Didier Drogba.
Penalty taken for Chelsea in the final shootout. He's done it! The greatest night in the history of Chelsea Football Club, European champions. They've beaten Bayern in their own backyard. They've found the Holy Grail after adventure fraught with danger.
If you enjoyed this video, check out this other one that I posted. Thanks for watching.